Welcome to Set and Forget Traders, where precision meets patience. This isn't guesswork, it's strategy, structure, and the smart money's roadmap. If you're tired of chasing trades, strap in, because we'll show you how to trade like the banks, not against them. And if the market noise has been costing you money and the peace of mind, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, because this is where structure meets mastery. Welcome again, and this analysis we're going to analyze EURUSD, because we have to for a test and we have to see where the market closed. And with this analysis we're going to have demand and the supply analysis. So let's roll in, and hope you have your pen and your paper so that you can jot down the most important things on this session. This is the daily time frame. This is the time frame that we use to observe the next week's price action, and it is really quite interesting. It's really quite interesting to see that the last week the price went into the demand zone and pulled back, went in again, and Friday, which was on the NFP day, it closed below the demand zone. Why below the demand zone? Because the buyers originated from the previous demand zone on proximal line 1.11366 and distal line 1.11053. Buyers came in and pushed price into the next demand zone. So it's quite interesting to see that the buyers took profits on Monday, and then Tuesday price pushed below, because after the buyers take profits, their volume reduces, which makes the sellers have an easy time to sell. And then once it's reduced volume, it doesn't mean the wave has changed to bearish. We could see again another offset of the demand orders, which were pulled out second time, and price again fell, confirming that the buyers have already taken their profits. So this is in juncture to us to check the supply zone, whether to know where the sellers have entered the market or they are still existing, they are still out of the market. But this demand zone is allowing us to see that we cannot continue buying unless the price pulls back into this demand zone, which is the pivot at around 1.12466, or buyers come again and enter at this main demand zone, which is at a proximal 1.11366 and distal 1.11053. So this demand zone is allowing us to make less decision, and only you can see we are having two demand order levels. So if price goes again up and closes above the demand zone, we will wait for price to go up, pull back, then buy. But for now, our orders are aligning to sell this price level. We are looking to see a lower price in the coming week. So I think we've made a lengthy understanding of what you're going to do next week. So we perceive that price is going to fall up to this pivot zone 1.12466, and price should drop lower. So you can see this pivot with the last let's see on the 4 time frame what price did last week. We have lower time frame order levels, and you can see there is a lower time frame order level 1.13976, which is still a demand zone, and you can see price is below it, so meaning that buyers are not inside the market. It's interesting to see how the price pulled out of the demand zone after them taking profits, and this was a very clear entry that we had last week. If you missed it, bad for you, but it was around 800 pips that we secured. And again on Friday, after price went past the distal line 1.4766, you can see the price fell down again. Yeah, it's so precise. Even on the last candle, you can see the price action that has been printed. Yeah, it's really quite interesting for you to have an understanding of the demand and the supply. We hope that you can be intrigued to join our trading academy so that we might venture and will allow you to telepath and understand. So the next thing we're going to check is the supply chart. And in the supply chart, you can see that the sellers, the supply zone, let me just zoom this out for you. You can see that the supply zone is around 1.15203. So price didn't tip the supply zone, but since the buyers have already taken profit and the price has gone down, we expect sellers to make an entry at this supply zone. Yeah, just to show it's not highlighted, but it's around this zone. The proximal line is 1.13036 and the distal line is 1.2629. Yeah, so be informed, and we need sellers to put their orders at this level and push price lower. Yeah, that's what they do, and this is the daily time frame. So we are waiting to see the price reaction, but our sell orders should be at this order level where we had a good entry last time when the market was there at 1.15203. So in case you want to sell, put your sell limit order first there and wait for price to come at the major supply zone. If we check at the 4-hour time frame, you can see there is a lower time frame supply which is hidden. It's not on the daily time frame, it's a hidden supply level, and you can see 1.14697 is the supply zone. It's a lower time frame, and sellers made an entry at 1.4697 and took the partials at 1.3714, and the last time they did that, they took profits again at that order level, and you can see it's a very precise. Let's check at the 1-hour time frame to see how. Yeah, because you can see they took profits at this lower time frame supply zone. Yeah, price fell and they already secured. They made lower entry. Let me just highlight it. Yeah, you can see it. That's about 959 pips that was traded on this level. So the main time frame is on the daily time frame. You can see the supply zone is just hanging below, and that's where we are holding our horses to wait for sellers to bring price back into the supply zone so that we can continue selling. Yeah, stay focused, stay blessed, and let's check on the next analysis about the fundamentals and the weekly releases of the week. Yeah, on Monday we can see that there is holiday in Europe. The Pentecost Monday, Orthodox Pentecost, will just be the order of the day on Monday. And then when we resume on Tuesday, no major releases, no major high impact news, except on Thursday that we'll be expecting the Gundo speech in 4 days from now. And on Friday, we don't have major releases. So the outlook of Euro remains dormant on the fundamentals. There's no major releases, but you can see on the coming week of 18th of June, we have a CPI release. Yeah, but this week, no major red flags on the news. So it's a good condition to trade Euro. Yeah, in case of anything, just feel free to leave the comment and we'll be glad to serve you. Stay blessed, stay focused, manage your trades well, and ensure that you a good manager. Stay blessed, and may God bless you and give you the best will to do and manage your portfolio. Cheers. Set and forget.